The only good thing Bill O'Reilly ever did. What a terrible time for the stream to start.
Eventually he'll die. Eventually Bill O'Reilly will die.
Yeah, but that's not good enough to warrant his living, is it?
No, that's true.
That's a draw at best.
I mean, it's crazy that Tucker Carlson somehow is more inflammatory than Bill O'Reilly. Somehow.
It's nuts, man. I'm like, hey, Alex, how's it going?
Welcome, teasers.
Baldy. I'm so amazed that Tucker Carlson managed to survive when Jon Stewart just fucking ruined him on his own show. Remember that?
You have to remember, people that are Tucker Carlson fans either weren't watching TV then or too young.
But didn't the other guy lose it? Like the show was canceled for sure.
Paul, what's his face? Yeah, but that guy just went back into politics. That guy was one of three guys that made Bill Clinton. That guy, James Carville, it was Paul, I never remember his name. Paul Bumblem, James Carville, and for George Stephanopoulos are the three people that made. Oh, Jen Brister. Hello, Jen.
Hello.
Hi, Chris. Hi, John. Listen, I'm so sorry. I technically was not prepared. I left everything to the last minute.
It's a Twitch stream we're doing at 10 p.m. at night where we just have a chat. The fact that you're wearing headphones separates you from most of our guests.
Listen.
That is true.
Oh my God, you got a microphone and everything. You seem like you're
absolutely prepared. Look, I'm not, it doesn't stop there. Look.
Go on. Oh my gosh, you got a ring light?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, check this shit out, Jen. Check this out. Check this out. I can go to Dallas. Check that out.
What?
Look, I'm in Dallas right now. Look. I'm in
What
Dallas.
are you doing? Holy shit. But wait a second. That looks like someone's being murdered. Okay. I see what you've done there.
The Kennedy assassin. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, what a backdrop.
We can head to New York. I'm in New York now.
Oh, Hulk Hogan doing his okay. Where else? Is this just? I thought it was going to be like strictly wrestling backdrops, but you mixed it up.
No. We can just head to Delaware. Hey,
we're in Delaware.
I know so much about Delaware.
Do you really? What do you know about Delaware?
No, I don't. I don't fucking know anything about Delaware. I know nothing.
Yeah, man. I haven't been around your. I mean, this is just an absolute great point from the chat. U.S. tragedies are marked too much on this. I haven't been around your forceful yet calm British accent, so I 100% believe you when you said I know stuff about Delaware. I was like, well, she wouldn't be lying. Yeah,
no, why would I lie about something like that? That was actual fact. So wait a second. Where are you and where are you, Chris?
I'm in London.
You're in London. Good. Yeah. Great stuff. John, where are you?
I'm in California. I'm in Los Angeles. I realized when I invited you to come on this stream, there was so much in my life that we've just missed by not having an Edinburgh festival. In that I had to be like, oh, by the way, Jen, I'm divorced. Oh, by the way,
Listen, I'm so sorry to hear about that. I don't know why I'm smiling. I'm so sorry. No, genuinely, I'm so sorry to hear about. I did not know, and I'm really, really sorry to hear that. And also, what's happened there? Who's Carolyn?
Carolyn, we can explain. So Carolyn was someone who follows me because of America's Got Talent.
Okay.
And she sent a message one time that said, "There's too much swearing on this stream."
Ooh,
and then someone else Carolyn. Who watches regularly made a fake Caroline Clean, and now they pop in the chat every once in a while just to spice it up.
Okay, so as I was being earnest and sincere, they were like, "We don't want this from this Twitch stream."
Yeah.
No, that was
bring
fine.
It down.
No, you can
Caroline
be
Clean said U.S. tragedies are mocked far too much on this.
Yeah. Well, if anything, yeah.
We can add John Hastings to the U.S. tragedies at the moment.
I mean, yes. I am a U.S. tragedy in many ways.
I haven't seen or spoken to you for.
I can tell you exactly the last time I saw you.
I know where it is as well. I know exactly where.
The weird wet steps in Edinburgh when we ran into each other on the street.
No. Yeah, we're like, oh man, I haven't seen you. How are you? I'm doing fine. Okay, don't forget, we're gonna go for a beer.
Just God, because in my head, I was gonna be back in the UK. I would be there that next year, and instead not.
No.
Which wet steps?
The wet
very
step,
random.
I can explain to you.
Nicholson Street.
Yeah, no. You know where the Cafe Nero on Nicholson Street is, where no one goes into it.
Yeah,
across the street from that is some steps that go somewhere.
And you were with Tiff? Were you with Tiff Stevenson?
No, I was having one of those evenings where I kept running successfully running into people. Like, you know that thing where it takes 40 minutes to get through that city?
Right. I think you were going to your show as well.
I think I had just come from my show. I think I was going to Late and Live. That's where I was going. It was
Oh
a
yeah.
classic evening.
Why do you do that?
I mean, because I need and want money. Like it pays for the entire operation.
Also, you get to be mean to people for 3 hours every day, and don't act like you don't love that.
You get to.
I don't need to go to Late and Live to be mean to people. Let me tell you, I can do that on my own show.
Yeah. See, my problem is I can't do that in my own show. I have to be so careful with how angry I pretend to be, because me actually angry is the least entertaining. Like, it's just it's like, oh, it's just a very giant man not in control of his emotions right now. This is. I
love it when you get angry. But the thing is, it's so much easier for me. Like, when I bring anger on stage, people are like, "Oh, it's a woman. She's premenstrual or something." I can legitimately bring anger to the stage, and people will be like, "Yeah, that's totally warranted. We'll allow it."
Yeah,
you bring anger to the
earned.
stage. People are like, "Yeah, the beige leather. She can bring anger. I can see where this is coming from." You bring anger. That's like, what's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this white guy?
People are already upset that I'm at the art show. I can't also be upset about the canapé. You know what I mean? Like, I have to go find. Like, pardon me. Where are you from? Spain? Can you complain about the wine? Because if I do it, it just seems privileged.
Has anyone ever called you a narc to your face?
Me?
Yeah,
hundreds of times. People have assumed I have been. I'm
not surprised by that.
Let's say because of the last couple of months, I've become quite a frequent guest at my local marijuana dispensary organization.
Sure.
And so what I like about California is, yes, they've legalized weed, but they still make it seem illegal, because you go into like a weird concrete holding room where they take your ID and process it, because it's state legal, federally illegal. So they'll get like a federal DEA officer try to like come in, but he's not allowed to come in. So they like process his ID. It's like a whole thing. But I'm always held way longer, because I know they, like everyone else, they just look at the ID. Fine. Me, they're like running my name. Like they're going like,
they think you're part of the Aryan fucking, I don't know.
Maybe I am.
Yeah. You look
white
like you're
supremacy brigade. Yeah. They're like, this guy's leading the whole fucking show. They're checking your face for like CCTV at the White House. They're like, we'll find him in here somewhere.
I had an American flag as a background for this for a while, and when I was doing that, it looked like I was just hosting an alt-right talk show. Like I was going to say adrenochrome. But here's the thing: of the three of us, we're all comedians. We're all seeing the landscape. How close did any of you go to going right wing just for the money? Like Mark Dolan cutting that mask up on that weird talk show. That was so clearly daddy needs to get paid. Daddy sees a train with money on it, right? Like, I'm not crazy.
And of all the comedians to do it, the least offensive.
And we don't need you don't need to throw anyone under the bus or anything like that. I was just sort of like, what? We're going after masks?
I know. I feel like with Mark, and I've known Mark for many years, but I did sort of lose my patience with him. That I thought, even if this is crim, if this is just irritating, and also this is kind of, why would you want all these cunts in your feed?
Yeah, it's
like his entire feed is cunt soup. I mean, I just don't get it. It's just like cunt after cunt after cunt after cunt. Just in case Carolyn's listening, this is for you.
She'll pop up. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah, she loves the C word.
Well, I've got one. I'm allowed to certainly talk about cunts. I find it. I think the thing with Mark, cunt count 29. Thank you very much.
Cunt soup.
I think there's a libertarian streak that he has, which justifies. So I think there is a little bit of him that goes, yeah, actually, I do think masks are infringing on my civil liberties. I think there's a bit of that.
I mean, I understand that, but it's the thing of it's. In Britain, it gets especially laughable because, like, okay, yes, masks are infringing your civil liberties, but you live in a nation that is videotaped. There she is. Hello, Carolyn. Welcome aboard. Like, you're videotaped.
It's not enough, Carolyn. It's not enough.
Yeah. Not enough. It's you cunts. But like everything's on fucking CCTV, and we're going after masks. I don't know. The whole thing. The amount of people I suddenly saw that suddenly became experts on viral science, gender, and race politics that I know. I'm like, you didn't you have a GED at best. Like, it's just this fascinating time. Like, you're all just inside too much. Like, a friend of mine found out I got the vaccine, and he was just like, "You want to be careful getting those." And I'm like, "How do you know? How?" Like, honestly,
listen, John.
You know,
Right, John and Chris, back me up on this. Have you and I've got some anti-vaxxers in my vicinity. You know, like
do
in
you
my
really?
circle. Yeah, a couple of people I know, and like I don't hate them. Okay, so I'll put it like that. And I've noticed that the strongest anti-vaxxers, like, I am not putting that shit in. I'm not. There's no way. I'm not sticking. They're not experimenting on this guy. And I'm like, you spent the 90s snorting everything, ingesting everything, like taking amphetamine, MDMA, and that's the poison you're not going to take. Oh, it's just like I would never take that. You're like, come on, mate. It's the hypocrisy of it is insane.
The simpler one is food. The one that, like, and I've said this to a few people, I'm like, you don't question what's in a burger, like, especially in America with, like, you just walk in. There's a place that opened up in my neighborhood, and it's called Hot Fried Chicken, which is just, they've put some curry powder in the, like, fried chicken batter. And people are acting like this is the craziest, smartest thing anyone's ever done. And no one's questioning that that's not an innovation. There's nothing there. And yet and these same people will still be like, I don't know about this COVID vaccine.
Yeah, there is no area of medicine that is more heavily regulated than vaccines.
Yeah, is that true?
Like, it's regulated out of its absolute fucking brain. Yeah, of course. Because can you imagine?
Jen, I want to believe you, but there is a baseball bat directly behind you, so I feel like you've just gotten your information.
No, I think that's wrapping paper.
Actually, it's wrapping paper.
Oh, yes. Damn it!
I wish it was a baseball bat. No, but ultimately, like, if you think about how litigious it would be if a vaccine. You know, there are certain things in the UK, like the thalidomide thing, where they gave women this injection. It was something to do with, I can't even remember why they gave it to them while they were pregnant, and then all these women had these deformed babies. Like, it's so heavily regulated because pharmaceutical companies will collapse, and they are ultimately. They're there to make profit. They're like, the secondary is making us feel, well, but primarily it's there to make huge millions and bazillions of pounds and dollars.
Wait a minute. Thalidomide was for morning sickness, and that's what it did?
Oh, thank you. It was for morning sickness. Thank you. Yeah. And then it completely destroyed all these people's lives. But
insane. Speaking of which, how have you been doing? Because you have a full actual family in all of this. Yeah, I think you're the first guest we've had that has not one but two humans you're in charge of.
Yeah, two small. Well, they're not even that small. I suppose they are small. They're 6. Yeah.
No, they're not 6 years old.
They're 6, John. They're 6. Can you believe this shit?
I feel like I literally picture them as wee little babies.
They stop. Yeah, it's like, because that baby bit was so all-consuming, and I probably in several green rooms bored you shitless with how tired I was. That's probably where we.
You shared an interaction that you had between you and your missus that I think about all the times in terms of the dynamic of a touring person with someone with a regular job, which is we were at one of the Glee clubs, and you had called right. we were like up early, and you were like, oh no, we got up late to go get food, and you're like, I got up early to call home to be like, I'm up early in solidarity. And your missus had a go at you of like, no, fuck you, go back to bed. I need you back here rested, because when you show up, I'm out. Like,
yeah, that's right.
And I always am like, that is such an interesting way of looking at it. It's like, no, I'm not leaving. I'm like, I'm going to rest up. Then when I come back, you can disappear.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Yeah.
That must have been 5. That must have been 5 years ago, which makes complete sense. Oh God.
Yeah. That
time keeps rolling.
That first year in particular, I don't really remember. I remember I was gigging. Yeah, I was still gigging a fair bit, and I was just tired all the time. And then I'd go, like, we'd be in the green room at the Glee, and I'd be like, yeah, I really want to stick around and have a beer, and But then also, this is my one time to go get some sleep, and I can get some proper.
Because I don't know how much you want to talk about it, but the thing is, because this is going up, but you have twins. Like, it's not like you had one and then another one. You had 2. You had stereo babies.
Yeah, stereo babies. Yeah, 2 at the same time. Yeah, that was. Yeah, it was hard. It was really fucking hard. There's no way of sweetening that pill. That was
I
really
still like that
tough.
friends of mine act like it's going to be easy. I've had friends recently that just act like, oh, it's fine. This is what other people do. We're not going to do that. And every single one of them, I'm like, you're fucking wrong, man. I don't know anyone that hasn't just snapped mentally that first year.
I think everyone's like, yeah, babies, they're not going to change my life. I'm still going to do what I was doing before. And I'm like, well, then you're not.
It was that thing you were doing before smoking cigarettes, Jen?
Yeah. I know I haven't smoked for years, actually. I stopped smoking when I was 27. So, yeah.
I stopped smoking when I was 35.
I started smoking when I was 33.
Yeah. Chris is the craziest.
What?
Yeah. Can you believe
Fuck
that?
it.
Why?
I feel I'm a bit to blame because I was living in the house. Maybe I don't even know if I was living with you and you were full-time smoking.
No.
Then it wasn't me. But I was smoking in that house so much.
Chris, why? What was the impetus to start smoking?
Yeah, this is a great
I just looked at my family history and realized by the time it affects me, I'll already be dead. So just enjoy myself.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very retro. I look at smoking now and I think, fuck. When I see people smoking, I think, wow, retro.
I mean, yeah. I
got my vinyl
That's
there.
so 80s
I'm all about
and
it.
90s.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
doing.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not far enough away from it that I can look at it that way. I still look at it being like, oh, that'd be all right, actually. But it's not, it won't actually be all right. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, especially now because I'm regrowing bones. Ooh. And fun fact, if you ever break a bone, they literally are like, do you smoke? And if you say yes, they're like, please stop for when your bone is growing because it will not grow correctly if you're smoking. Like, it'll be weaker.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like one of those very few things where they can actually be like, no, like this we can prove, like one cigarette, this much less. Fun fact, Decarb started smoking. He started starting glue at 36. By the way, Decarb
looking very pretty.
He's wanted for questioning for January 6th. Anyway, yeah, it was insane. But yeah, you started quit smoking at 27, kids. But yeah, how is it going in lockdown? Are you teaching them in your, I assume this is your office?
God.
Here's what I like. I like when parents are honest about how difficult it is. Nothing makes me want to throw a brick at someone's head when they just like, and I know they're lying. Just be honest that it's hard. Like, it should be way hard. You're creating and nurturing a life that, like, it doesn't understand time. It had to be taught how to shit in water. Like, there's so much stuff going on.
It was, look, I am not a woman I was 2 months ago. Like, if we'd been twitching like in January, I probably would have been, I would have been like completely fucked.
Wow, it's gotten better.
Yeah, because they're at school.
Oh, I didn't realize school was back in.
They're back. They're back at school. They've been back at school a week, and it is life changing. And I say that's no understatement. Like the I don't know what
that
it
was
was.
Such a great laugh.
Yeah. I mean, that's the laugh of someone who's just having a drink in the kitchen late at night. That way no one knows.
Oh my God, my drinking got completely out of control. Yeah. I mean, like, I didn't start the day drinking, but I woke up thinking, when can I start drinking? It was really hellish. Trying to teach your kids anything is hard because they don't respect me anyway. But it's
really because I only know your partner a bit, but of the two of you, you're the scary one to me.
Yeah, but it's when you're teaching them, when you're like, it's like if I say to them, don't do that, they won't do that. But if I'm like having to like explain anything to them, they're like, she doesn't fucking know.
Oh yeah, because they know you don't know certain things.
Yeah, and they're like, that's not how we do it at school. It's like, that's how we're fucking doing it at homeschool. Okay. So yeah, it was just every day. If you can imagine, every day, Chloe was working really hard. So she had this project which was like so all consuming. So I had the children all day. Like, every day. And it was I had them all day, every day for 4 weeks, like Monday to Sunday with no break.
Okay, here's the question. I want you to take us through your day. When I think you started drinking, I'll raise my hand. Chris, when you think she started drinking, you
Okay.
raise your hand.
This is a good game. I like this game very much.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
take us through a typical day.
Okay, so you wake up in the morning and
What time is
so about 7.
Okay, that's actually. I was thinking
That's more
6 or
reasonable than I
7.
thought.
That's
Yeah, me
that's
too.
We have a rule now. They'll wake up at 6:30, and I'm like, mummy and mama don't get up till 7. So
Yeah.
you get up at 6:30, sure, do your thing, but we're not getting up till 7. So get up at 7. I get them. They'll fuck about and play. I'll put myself some coffee on. They'll have breakfast, and then it's the battle to get them dressed, clean their teeth, and get them ready for school. Yeah. So that can take anything from like an hour to 2 hours, depending on my energy levels.
Wait, so you're getting them ready for, so when you're homeschooling them, you're still getting them ready for school. Like you're not just like learning in pajamas. Oh.
No. They get dressed. They get their teeth cleaned. We're like, yeah, because otherwise it's too chaotic. So you got to create some kind of thing going on. Then like I'll that the school will have like, let's go, right, today they're learning this. So I'm like, right, I'll go and fucking print all of that shit out. I'll have a little scoot at it and go, right, what can I do? Which looks the least miserable thing to start with? Okay, so we'll start with that. Or the easiest thing. And
do they have subjects they both like and don't like? Like it's a nightmare if they both, but just one like math and one hate math. Because then you're
Yeah. One likes math and one hates math. One likes doing the English, one hates it.
Please tell me the little one likes English and hates math. That's the one I'm.
The little one. That's exactly right. You nailed it. The little one.
Well, I know which one's going to be the creative one because when for those of you who don't know, Jen has 2 twins and one is smaller than the other one, and I find it possibly the most adorable thing in the entire world.
He's very little. He's still very little.
You once showed me on a train a video of him sitting in a puddle, and I nearly lost my mind from joy.
I'm biased, but they are very cute. They're still cute, but a fucking nightmare. Yeah. So so what we're doing from like 9:30 in the morning till like 2:30 in the afternoon is I'm trying to teach them to read and write and do math and do all of that. And it's so I want to start drinking about 9.
I'm gonna throw my guess out.
She just said the answer.
We're not even.
No. When she wants to start drinking, not when she starts drinking is what we're going for.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm saying the stroke of 2:30, you're having a glass of wine.
No, I know, because then then we're going to do lunch.
Oh, of course. Oh my God, there's so much. Wait, you're doing lunch at 2:30?
No, we've had lunch. Okay, so we do lunch, so we do a bit more homeschool. Then at 2:30, then I got to take them to the park because they're like dogs. You got to run them around. So then we go to some boring fucking park where I'm freezing cold, and I'll watch them run around until about 4. Okay, maybe 4:30.
You can control your temperature by just wearing a better coat.
John, I don't give a shit how good my fucking coat is. Okay, I am still standing around in the fucking cold, sometimes in the rain, watching 2 6-year-olds shout the same thing at me, which is basically look at me, 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 whilst they do something really fucking dull over there. Okay. And then I have to go,
What is that? Why do kids want you to see everything that they do? Are they not sure what an accomplishment is yet? Is that it? Or
I don't know. I think
just looking for love, you monsters.
But they've got it. Jen seems like she's a pretty good mom. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know you, but
I mean, they just want constant affirmation like we all do. I mean, this is from 2 stand-up comedians going, 3 stand-up comedians going, why do they want constant affirmation? We're like adults going, love me.
Yeah.
We have 20 minutes to an hour a day.
Yeah.
We get it all in.
Yeah, Jen, your kids are crazy just asking one person to give them affirmation, unless us healthy people that gather people hundreds at a time just to make sure no talking, listen to my thoughts.
I know, exactly. Yeah. I mean,
imagine going so crazy.
Of it.
Jen, luckily, I'm way healthier than your kids because I haven't spent thousands of dollars creating a setup so I can gather people digitally to give me a facsimile of that. It's lucky I haven't done that. Yeah. Whew.
Wow, let's not scratch that scab because you know all of us will come undone.
Lord, listen, the amount of therapy I'm in, the scab is open. It is bleeding. I'm aware. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning that this water bottle brings me joy every day.
Oh my god! I tell you, someone else has got that water bottle. Alison June Smith. She's
It's a
got that water
Canadian thing.
bottle.
Yeah,
Oh, is it?
we're smart. We're
I'm like, she's just drinking out like this. Every time I see it, she's like, yeah, hang on a second.
oh, it's great. Mm. People in the
So
chat
she
are
knows what is it? It looks like what are you drinking?
water.
Is it- Oh, it is water. Okay, it's not
It's
like
just look. You know how big my head is. It's bigger than my head.
because just as you lifted it up, just because it was pink and then blue, I was like, is he drinking like some fucking slush puppy or something?
Yeah, I drink 3,000 milliliters of Kool-Aid every day. I weigh 450 pounds now. This camera's just very forgiving.
So you've started therapy. I think that's a big thing that's happened in lockdown. I started therapy in lockdown. I was like, I need someone to talk about whatever's been going on. I've realized that I spent 15 years on the road for a reason. That was to like not deal with all the shit in my head.
Chris, have you ever done therapy?
No, I'm willing to. Just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Jen, have you had this moment? And I feel like a lot of performers have this in therapy, where the therapist kind of like leans in, like, oh, I've always known you'd come. Like the amount of things I've got going on, like there's just, what about this? What about that? How do you feel? And like it just like I can see his eye. Like I said one thing about I have something called catastrophic ideation. So I think everything is going to turn out really disastrous. And it like he's like, it comes from your childhood. It'll be like one or two. It'll be like hundreds of incidences. And then I just laid out like 3 things that I just were random memories. And he was like, any one of those could have done it. Yes. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Doc. And also I was like, is there like a cure to this? And he's like, no, you just have to learn to ignore those thoughts. And I was like, all right, fucking doctors. All right, I'm looking here for a quick fix.
Oh yeah, like if you're looking for a cure, forget about it. They just find ways for you to live alongside the stuff that makes you feel crazy. And also I feel the thing that's been useful is about creating perspective, so that like when you have that catastrophic ideation, the therapist is able to go, okay, so when you're thinking like that, it's probably best if you focus on that, or if you remember this, or if you don't spend your time doing that, or if you take yourself, whatever. So you find ways of dealing with it, but also of not compartmentalizing it, but creating perspective around it. Because I feel like lockdown and being alone or being just with my children and not having a lot of great, adult chat means that you can't really find, like normally you talk to a mate or they distract you, or you do a gig, or you'd be on the road or something, and you go, okay, that's managed to push that thought to one side.
Yeah.
When you're just at home all the time, how can you do that? It's impossible. That's why everyone's in therapy.
Have you tried terrible mind-numbing phone games? Because that will zone you the fuck out.
Oh,
and
yeah,
suddenly,
yeah.
oh baby, it's been 4 hours.
Oh my God. I had to take Candy Crush off my phone because that was becoming a real issue. What a fucking, I mean, that is basically a fruit machine just going around and around in my brain.
Yeah.
And when I started to dream about Candy Crush, I was like, take it off your phone, love.
But you know, that just puts therapy on hold. It's like I don't need help if I'm not dealing with anything. This is great. I haven't had a thought in days.
Yeah, I've had just a Candy Crush and very long tricky poos. That's it. That's been my time. Yeah.
Problem
Hard
solved.
on me.
Those are the times for alone time, by the way, when you're a parent, is you pretend you're having a tricky poo.
And you just sit there quietly.
Yeah, you're not doing anything. You're just, are you coming out? Oh, just tricky poo. No one
I mean,
bothers
I
me.
just wish I was English, because English people can say poo in a way that doesn't sound like an affront. North American, the word poo, it's just like, but a Brit poo, I'm having a poo. It's much nicer.
It sounds less sticky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's something about it. And was it like, and how? Okay, so you're at the park. We still haven't gotten to when you start drinking. There I am in my youth, by the way.
Oh, look at you. You're so cute.
And thank you. All right, so you're at the park. You're cold. You're noticing your kids do.
Oh,
things that are
right.
boring.
Okay. So then we go back. So we're at home. We get back about 4:30, 5:45, 5 o'clock latest. Yeah. So it was getting dark around that time. And then I legitimately think I'm going to stick the fucking telly on. Telly's on, man. I don't give a shit. They're watching Teen Titans. That's what they're obsessed with. Okay, that goes on. Boofed.
I mean,
And then
they're not the only ones. I watched a fair amount of Teen Titans in the lockdown because my ex nieces and nephews said it's good. It's fucking phenomenal. Also, that Dick Grayson, he's not leadership timber. I'll tell you that much for free.
No. There is a lot about Teen Titans where I'm like, I'm not sure then they should be watching this. But
oh yeah, there's some power dynamics in that show where I'm like, I don't feel that this is a good.
I don't know how appropriate this is. And
also, if we really get into the fact that they're all teenagers and yet they clearly have a jobs and are not focusing on their education, basically Batman's running the NCAA but for crime fighting.
Cool.
Yeah, and also having a very weird relationship with Commissioner Gordon. They're like always in bed together.
What was that? Hold on.
That's the laugh that they do.
It's
Every time Batman and Commissioner Gordon come on, they're like that, and they've got their arm around each other, going, and then they're in bed together. It's
Batman and Commissioner Gordon are in bed together.
Teen Titans is very strange. That's
a very strange show. That's not what I was expecting at all. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
It's actually quite funny if you love repetition as much as I do. And then I start cooking for their dinner. And then after that, I have to put them into the bath. And then I start cooking the dinner for Chloe and I. And then she will take over after that.
And here's the question.
Then you drink. Then I say you drink right there.
Oh, you've
been absolved of all responsibility.
And then you say,
get out of my house.
Then it gets nuts.
Then I'm opening a bottle of wine, and then
Chris is right.
I'm drinking that entire bottle of wine.
You're such a good mom that you wait until you pass off responsibilities first.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah.
My mom did not do that. Very impressed.
Here is, by the way, Teen Titan Batman. Yeah, and he's this. Yeah, see?
Oh, they're buddies.
Let's see if they do it.
Listen, don't tell me that's not homoerotic.
Oh, no, they're definitely banging. Like, the lights are going to go out in this cave, and then they're going to get into each other's caves.
I really thought they were about to kiss there. What the fuck is going on?
I mean, that music, I know. I mean, literally, they had it on today.
That's very exciting. How is comedy going in Brighton? How is Brighton? Is Brighton empty? I can't imagine.
It's weird. Brighton it's just. It's not quite like London, because London is one of those places where a lot of people, like, not many people live in central London. So London is dead, isn't it, Chris? It's pretty dead. Like central London is.
Chris, have you gone into central London in a year, or are you just in?
I haven't been in over a year. I live near Finsbury Park. I've been here the whole time. Closest I got was like the Rosemary Branch pub.
Have you been in the Tube?
Nope, haven't been on the Tube since last March.
Haven't you? I have. I've been into central London a few times, and I found it quite bleak.
What were you doing? Were you just
just for like
children?
Yeah, just escape. Oh, just for various like jobs, just for work. And it's been really, really bleak. I just find it a bit depressing because there's nothing's open. There's no one there. It's like 28 days later. Brighton still is pretty busy, but nothing's open. But there's still people sort of milling around, because I don't know. No one's got anywhere else to go.
In the weirdest way, has been so much more pleasant. What's up, Liam? So much more pleasant in lockdown, in that a third of the population left. So immediately,
where did they go?
There's super rich people here that just fucked off. Also, like the amount of people I know that just went back to Missouri and lived with their parents because they're like, it'll be a few months, as opposed to me, where I was like, we'll be here forever. We will be here. We're doing this for a long time. So just hunker down, and then they fucked off, and so it ended up with a third of the city. So like, I never used to be able to see mountains from my roof of my apartment building, and now I can see mountains because the smog's gone. Like literally, like the city is like, yeah, it's really bad that this lockdown happened. It's also really good. Everyone can fucking breathe again, motherfucker. Like,
I thought that was because I know shortly after our first lockdown, so after March, that it was reported in LA by like May or June that the smog had started to lift, but then it was replaced by forest fires. But but I didn't know if things had started to go back to normal and people were out and about more, and it had just got to where it was before.
What they'll never say, I'm sure I've said it here before, is the spike in California, in Los Angeles happened. Whoa, we're having a raid. Thank you, Matt in the box. Welcome aboard, friends.
Oh, I like that animation. That's nice.
And I'm sure he touched a lot of people. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Please feel free to follow both me or Chris, and also check out Jen Brister, our guest here on the stream, doing her many fun, amazing things. I was just going to say, no, so Joe Biden won the presidency of the United States, and then that Saturday, people had full sex in the streets for... It was worth the $15,000 I paid for a visa to live here.
Just to see that.
The unbridled, literally, Chris Martin, who lives here as well, texted me he won, and then fireworks just started going off in my neighborhood, because my neighborhood is all Koreans and Latino. And let me tell you right now who was ready to fucking riot if Trump won. And that was the Latinos of Koreatown. Like, they sealed this neighborhood down, and they were like,
is that the same town where during the Rodney King riots they were all on top of their businesses with guns and standing outside defending it? It was like the one neighborhood that didn't get smashed up because they were
it got super smashed up, and then in retaliation. So basically, in the '92 riots, I'll put this in London terms. So imagine there's a riot at Trafalgar Square. There's a riot at Trafalgar Square. The rioters are moving up Shaftesbury Avenue towards Camden, and the Metropolitan Police create a barrier at Paddington Station. So that's what they did exactly. So
not anywhere near where it needed to be. Okay.
Now, Jen, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but some might say in Los Angeles when they put the police barricades up at La Brea and Melrose, that might be where the white people lived, and everything east and south of that was not where white people were. So fuck them.
Yeah.
So Koreatown got burned to the ground, and they were on the roofs, and they shot 53 rioters in Koreatown. Smash cut to 2020. Your boy is living here, and they start rioting. Well, they don't start rioting. People are having peaceful Black Lives Matter protests, and the LAPD attacked the crowd in downtown and on Fairfax. So there's now riots on either side of my neighborhood, and the looters, in memory of what happened in '92, skirted the area and didn't come into Koreatown because they were concerned it was going to happen again.
Oh, wow. Okay, so they made their point, and everyone was like, fuck that, I'm not going in there. Those guys are crazy.
They made their point, 28 years ago, and they're still like, nah, they might still be up there.
I'm with them. I'm like, I'm not taking that risk.
But it was so fucking... Can you put it in Edinburgh terms? I can, Baldy. Imagine there's a riot in front of Teviot, and the rioters are heading towards Cowgate, and the police put up a barricade at
Marchmont.
100% correct. Yeah, like the opposite direction completely. Yeah. Also, a lot of people in the chat, Jen, are just telling us how they've seen you before, which I like. Hi, all. Saw you in my recommended, and I've seen Jen on Frankie Boyle's NWO. I was at the Royal Estapa Jen did in 2019. Was class fun. You're getting your big hit with the chat there, Jen.
Great. It's always good that anyone knows who the fuck I am. Lovely.
I mean, you're on TV a fair amount. You're one of my friends that have been on television.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
I appreciate you don't go on about it on Instagram, like the rest of these fucking fame-hungry bastards I seem to follow. Wait,
You know what? Have you noticed? And I don't want you to. We're not going to talk about anyone in particular, but
we can just go into the. We can just go. There's this thing
Yeah,
called the
private
private
chat.
chat, so we can just put their name in, and so we know, and then we can have a fun discussion, and they don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. So what is the private chat? Okay. So have you noticed? There's certain people, right?
So there's just so you don't fuck it up. Comments, banners, brand, private chat. Click private chat. Put
I've
it
got
in
private
there.
chat.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got
Chat
private
with the host. Okay. So I'm just going to put in like people that I think are like have gone fucking berserk on Insta. Oh fuck.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing because there's just like British comedy was already so hilariously fake, self-serving at times, which I really enjoyed. Where it would just be like you'd always see people being like, "Man, I can't believe this ad campaign I paid 50 grand for is turning like it's." And I enjoyed it. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
They've
100%.
absolutely both
Yeah.
lost their fucking minds.
I feel like there needs to be some kind of an intervention where we go, I know none of us are gigging, but this is, I think you can do too much on Instagram. Do you know what I mean? I think you can do too much on Twitter. And when I see people like doing that much, I think that's a cry for help.
You may want to watch your step. These are two people that are doing 2 Twitch streams a day, but no, I totally get what you're saying. Yeah.
We don't tell anyone we're doing them.
Yeah, but I think Instagram is different because it's very much Twitch is kind of like a gig. It's ephemeral. It's up and then it's gone, isn't it? It's what you're doing is a sort of you're very much substituting what you were doing before, just online. Whereas I think Instagram.
I'm much healthier than your children, Jen. Let's go back to that.
And I think Instagram is something different. I don't know.
Well,
The only reason Twitch is happening is if I log on and go, I want to see what John and Chris are doing. But Instagram is quite passive, isn't it? And you're like, oh, this cunt is still fucking.
I know.
They stuck up another video or TikTok.
Yes. No.
That's bad news.
In my eyes. God damn it.
I've said this to a few people, and I'm 100% right. I am 35. I'm not learning another social media. I've learned enough of them. TikTok isn't going to come around. Also, TikTok's the only one that we know for sure is bad. Like TikTok is openly owned by the Chinese government and have been like, yes, we're using it for data mining purposes. And these fucking idiots just keep making videos.
It's the same with didn't something come up about WhatsApp as well? Isn't WhatsApp also being mined for data?
Yeah, it's owned by Facebook. So before it was exempt from it, but now it's.
I mean, there isn't a single kind of app you can put on your phone where there isn't some footprint where somebody can find out about you.
Well, my mom is a professor of business, and she made this point, and she goes, "People are very stupid. They had to think very quickly, and like." All of that stuff is free, and yet they're owned by billionaires. Where did people think that money was coming from? Like, it's not. They
just want us to connect.
Very nice, Carolyn. Also, I just want to point out, by the way, that we are broadcast on Facebook as well.
Currently.
But not Instagram, Jen. Don't worry. Your beloved Instagram is saved from our opinions.
Oh, no one needs me on Instagram. Jesus.
Are you? Because here's the thing that I'm not missing though, is did you guys notice this? And this was a thing that sort of died out after so when Black Lives Matter was at its like high water mark in June, and then you kind of had that between that and the election, you had people kind of doing this sort of like performative realization social media posts, and at a certain point, I just had to be like, I know you don't believe this. You're doing this because this is the trend right now. Please stop. You're making me feel insane. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
you mean your racist friends?
No, like, but it's not even that. But like, yes, them. But they I could take because at least it was humorous.
Yeah, from your white supremacist group, John. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
First of all,
like
none of them are allowed on
liar.
Instagram anymore, guys. I have to go on D Live to see them.
I think everybody was doing a little bit of the overcompensation. Every white liberal suddenly went down a fucking wormhole and they went, oh, I've got to let everyone know I believe that Black Lives Matter. And I think a lot of black people were like, fucking shut the fuck up. Just shut up. No one needs to hear from you right now. Okay.
A friend of mine who is not a white man got a phone call from a friend of his who is a white person, and the white person said, "You need to post more about Black Lives Matter."
Oh, God.
And I literally, I had to take a knee. I was like, have we reached that point? Like, are you joking?
That is the kind of I just
That's
don't
right.
even know what to say about that.
Here's where it got even better.
Privilege
is
on
I would-
crack.
I would excuse it if you like. I'm all for. I was in a bad place mentally. I fucked up. Because I made a joke about it. It was in Canada, and we were all at a bar, and I made a joke about it, and the person got pretty butthurt, and I was going, no, you're allowed to fuck up that way, but I then get to make fun of it for the rest of your natural life.
Yes.
Life. Yeah, that's how it works. And
It's-
never ever forget.
Never. I will
Never
never. I will forget George Floyd's name in dementia, and I will not forget that person and that who they did. Oh, it's in there forever. I'll not forget George Floyd. But it's like I had people messaging me, "Oh, you're not posting enough about it. Why aren't you like?" And I was like, I don't know. Like me putting it on Instagram isn't going to help. Also, like
It's a lot of virtue signaling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Were these close friends or acquaintances?
Mm-hmm.
Really
Like,
close
they
friends.
were very close friends, and I was just like, guys, chill. And also, like, then people, I was like, are you people donating? That was the thing. Like my ex was amazing in it, in that I was expressing all this to her, and she was just like, well, and I was like, me posting doesn't do anything. She's like, what will do something? I'm like, I don't know, give money to charities. And she went, well, then go do that. If that's what you feel, and then tell all of them to fuck off. And she was 100% right, and I did. Please donate to bail funds, by the way. People that were
yeah, exactly. There's bail funds all over in every state, isn't there, that you can donate to? And actually, there's a website that will tell you don't donate, because I think at one point they were like, stop donating in California and go donate in I don't know, Georgia or something, where there was they had less money. So you can find out which states need more money, and or you can do this where they spread it out over. You donate like whatever the amount is, and they spread it out over a dozen different bail funds.
It was so fast. I also learned in those times that I shouldn't show up to Black Lives Matter protests, because guess who looks like a cop?
Narc.
100%.
Yeah.
There was one walking down my street, and I could see it from my roof, and I was like, fuck it, I'm marching. And the mood, like, because I didn't realize, but it was like I joined out from an alley, because like how I'd get there from my place is through an alley, like in through an alley, in like a crisp black shirt and shorts. Like I literally looked like a guy.
They're like, not this guy.
Yeah, like,
listen,
you clearly are a cop, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't, but it was like,
you're like just a bag of donuts away from being a cop, and why can't I see your eyebrows? This guy's
I
fucking.
know,
gone.
yes,
Get rid of him.
exactly. He lost his eyebrows in a meth explosion. Now he's trying to take down the blade. And it
He's
made
got
it
a wire.
what made it even worse is when the police started moving in, I fucked off quick because I'm on a green card, and if I got arrested, I'd be immediately deported.
Oh, so you
Okay.
left just as the cops showed up?
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
sure
so
that
there-
helped a lot.
There are
That's a great work,
100%
yeah.
people in that protest that
did
know
not
I was a cop. Like they know I was.
Alex, way to go for setting up that command. If you guys want to donate to bail funds, there's a link in the chat right now. So do that.
Indeed. Ashley Manning, welcome aboard.
Hey, Richard.
Ashley, if you want to pop on, please let us know. But yeah, that was because what was Black Lives Matter and stuff like that in the UK? I kind of like I had to turn off all social media at a certain point. So all I know is all I know is a few of my right-wing friends said loosely small r were like, we don't have the same racial problems in the UK. And I was kind of like, okay, not exactly the same. If anything, they're worse because you guys have figured out how to hate other white people.
I think our problems are sort of more complex because it feels like it's it's more ghettoized in the States, so it can be it's more transparent, but it's definitely we have the institutional racism. I mean, we still have a monarchy we still bang on about the Commonwealth. We still celebrate imperialism. So I don't really understand how we can't think of ourselves as a racist nation. And when people go, is the royal family racist? It's like the royal family is built entirely on being racist. That's what the Commonwealth is a load of white people going to another country, raping them from all of their wealth, then fucking the fuck off, and then instituting a monarch that they didn't want.
Jen, that's not fair. Winston Churchill wanted to go back to India, but he was outvoted. That's all I'm saying.
That's bullshit.
I know it is.
Fucking hell! That guy created it was like genocide. He starved a load of people. Not to mention, he did it in India. He did it, and the same thing happened in Ireland. Anyway, look. I don't think
I'm all for it. Listen,
for what?
We
Which
rewrote
part of that
our
were you all
history.
bashing English people and ending racism.
Oh, okay, just because she was talking about starving people in India, and then your
I'm
next
also-
sentence is I'm all for it. I was like,
on the list.
it's just
I
clarify.
gotta get racist. I don't want people in India to think I'm starving them because of racism. You have to be clear. I am. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm all for genocide, but there's sometimes some people gotta go. I could do without the Swedes. I've said this before and I've said it again.
3 days
What
on
have
the
you,
trot.
whoa! What have you got against the Swedes?
Everything. Here we
most
go.
Things.
I'm having a
they're
cigarette.
oh,
This is going to take forever.
They're just
whoa,
sweaty
what?
white assholes, and I have no time for them.
Is this because of a bad gig?
No, that's not the only reason.
Yeah, I knew it. Where was it?
It was actually not because of a bad gig. It was just I spent a week in Sweden doing gigs, and they were just assholes to a front. Like literally, a newspaper when the Boston Marathon bombing had happened said like America gets what it deserves. Where I'm like, yeah, we kind of agree with that, but don't put it in a newspaper, you blonde fucks. Like utter denial of a huge support of the Nazi regime in Germany. They're one of the countries that hugely benefited from assets seized during the Holocaust that they then like, funneled into their economy. Like there's a whole bunch of that sort of stuff. They're very, very jingoistic and xenophobic. They don't necessarily, they do some of the things, they've adopted some of the things of the shingle of like Scandinavia and all of it. They're just assholes. Like it's just not a fun country.
No.
Just popped in her genocide sympathizers. I mean, evidently us talking about genocides really kicked up the viewership.
That's that Facebook algorithm working, guys. This is how we get our viewers.
Exactly. Hashtag genocide.
Oh my God. That was a Guardian article that I'll never get that afternoon back. Just reading about the woman who left Facebook because she realized she was the person in charge of like monitoring all the Facebook posts in Africa and like did the math. And she was like, oh, I've caused genocides.
Oh, I listened to a podcast about that. A Radio Lab was talking about how.
Yeah,
and it's so complex.
So the long and the short of it is, it's very complex. But basically, what it is because Facebook has no. It's not about censorship, but it's the idea of like it for some people is the newspaper. So it's essentially you're reading in the newspaper. It's okay to kill people that wear green socks,
or there was that
or
skit,
Jews,
or that there was that skit by that comedian in the States who, and it was like it's a really funny skit, but I think at the end she just said hashtag kill all men, and then go put that in a Facebook in a country in Africa where it just suddenly it triggers something else where like they're trying to stop genocide from happening. That those kind of skits can be. I mean, it was. I'm explaining it so badly, but if you listen to this episode on Radio Lab, they talk about it in much more detail and make more sense than I am.
It's essentially what Radio Labs is for. I love that podcast. But I kind of had to stop listening to it because the amount of times I'm like, I can't wait to tell this to everyone. And this is what you do. It's like, I just heard this Radio Lab and they broke down quantum physics and I don't understand it. And that's all.
I was trying to explain CRISPR to someone and they was like, it's like genetics. There's a code and then they fit it. They change the code of the why. It's just going to. I just don't bother.
Yeah.
Just listen to it.
Yeah. Just go fucking Yeah, do what we all do with podcasts, which is we have other things we must be doing, and instead we fucking listen to podcasts. Way too much white guilt on this. I'll have you know, Carolyn Clean, that based on Jen's stand-up act, her mom is from not a country with white people, so I think you'll find that we're balancing it out pretty properly.
I mean, it's pretty white in Spain, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, all right.
I have no problem with
White
a bit of white guilt. I think it's probably.
I was really
timely.
curious where that sentence was going to end. I was really excited to see. I have no problem with where's Jen going with this?
Although
my
I think
girlfriend
guilt is pretty pointless as well.
I find it. But it's also I do
unhelpful.
love people pussyfooting around the issues because they don't know where they stand. That is one of my favorite things. Where like someone is like trying to just talk about the monarch. I find it utterly. You can see it a lot with the Piers Morgan people that clearly agree that Piers Morgan is allowed. Like people that agree with Piers Morgan don't want to say that, so they're kind of dancing around. Like, listen, I don't think that he should have said what he said about Meghan, but you are allowed to be on TV, and it's like, all right.
Yeah, the freedom of speech thing is really handy, isn't it? How they use it, freedom of speech, and then someone else says something, they're like, they shouldn't be allowed to say it.
I have a friend who is an American lawyer, and like the actual legal definition of freedom of speech is so much narrower than like when people yell out like freedom of speech. They're like, yeah, there's a bunch of places where like
Constitution.
Here's what blew my mind. When people go like right to bear arms and like it's freedom of speech. You know that those are not just like one quick, like, this is how stupid I am, I guess. I thought it was like one quick line forever, when in fact it's literally like, no, there's like a whole big, like, they have the right to the freedom of speech in these specific circumstances, other times, shut the fuck up. This is like, this, like all of them are like explained out. So when people are like, they should have offered us more of an explanation.
Yeah.
I want to be like, they did. You just don't read. You are like me and didn't read the whole sentence. You're just told what the Constitution says.
It's kind of irrelevant about what is real and what isn't. I don't think what is true and what is real is important anymore.
Yeah,
it's whatever's true to you.
I mean, yeah, there's certain things that are true, should be true to everyone. Like,
of course,
your stomach
like actual facts.
Yeah, your stomach can't stop a bullet. The Moderna vaccine isn't going to make you crazy. A couple of things coming in. Why is it that Europe is the go-to location for canceled comedians? I don't understand that statement. Why?
Do you mean,
I don't understand.
I think that might mean that a lot of American comedians, specifically Louis C.K., came over to France because they were like, it's France, sex crimes. We're cool.
Did
with
he
it.
really?
Anyways, you're an artist. Yeah, he lived in Paris for a long time afterwards. He's like with a British or a French writer or director or something now. And they were just like, what do you got your dick out? Welcome to France, land of getting your dick out. So I think I'm
playing on a stereotype, but literally all I can think in my head is, of course, the fucking French were just like, who doesn't jack off?
I think there was a load of women after the Me Too movement that were like really high-profile women that were saying, we do not want our men to stop noticing our bottoms and trying to finger us when we were having a cup of tea. Why would they stop doing that? So that doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah. Woody Allen did it too.
Too much moral relativism on this.
Wow, Carolyn, you've got so many opinions. Please tell me all of them. We've got another we've got a minute and a half. I want to know more about what you think.
Oh, that's very
Jesus
good
Christ.
Oh, that's good.
Do follow me on Twitter, won't you? Fuck me.
They just want to be closer to the Pope. He covers for creepos. It's like get into his inner circle.
Also, was I the only one that was shocked? And Jen, I'm gonna go longer than an hour, but Jen, please feel free to leave at the top of the hour.
Sure.
I just want to say this, and maybe I'm crazy, but like this week when everyone was shocked that the Pope wouldn't bless gay people, am I the only one that was remembered he's the Pope and they've never liked gay people? Like, why was everyone kind of like aghast at this? Like, it's the fucking Catholic Church. Like, they're number one homophobes. It's their thing.
When people are ever sort of outraged or annoyed with the Catholic Church, I'm like, at what point have the Catholic Church ever done anything that's vaguely liberal or vaguely Christian. I mean, I'm not, they're appalling. And
I think
I don't even know how anyone can be Catholic anymore. Sorry, Mum. But I just,
She's not on the live stream.
she is Spanish though, so you know,
yeah,
that's
it's
a
really
tough
hard
one.
for her to leave.
Yeah.
I just don't get the whole thing where we know that the cat. I mean, one of the what was his name? The German one.
Ratzinger?
They got rid of Ratzinger because he basically covered up a load of fucking pedos and moved them around, and then they recommitted, you know, the same crimes, and other children were sexually abused, and then he covered it up again and again and again and again, and rather than these men being prosecuted, or rather than being held, to account for any of their actions, nothing is said. They still get to tell us what is moral and what is right, that gays are immoral, that sex before marriage is wrong, that IVF is against God, that don't use protection. It's like, seriously, you bunch of fucking amoral cunts, go fuck yourselves. Anyway, but other than that, I don't have any strong opinions about it.
Yeah,
I think some of the surprise at this Pope was because a few months ago he did say being gay isn't a choice, it's not a sin. It's they deserve love and you shouldn't cast them out and we should recognize it. So it sounded like he was going to move towards allowing the Catholic Church to do it. So it was a bit like, you came so close, man. You came so close.
Chris, you had a great point. I was just distracted by Jen going on a vitriolic-filled, wonderful rant about the Catholic Church, and then just picking up a little sippy cup and having a nice drink.
Yeah, but it's gin, so laugh it up.
I mean, we all knew it was gin. Yeah. Your kids have been in bed for hours.
Yeah, I know. I'm shit-faced.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I've been getting like 14-year-old, let's just play records and lay on the carpet stoned every night. I full on put on Pink Floyd's The Wall last night and just lay in bed. And just
what a record.
Whoa.
Nice. If you're going to get stoned, that is a great... Cancelled?
I'm cancelled. I'm not cancelled.
You've been
I have to move to France. I don't want to go there.
I'm on tequila right now, so we're all doing
I figured you were a bit buzzed because you were pretty quiet but kept getting smiling and naughty, and I'm like, I think Chris has had a couple of pops.
Yeah, man. Good for you. I've got to be up at 6, otherwise I'd be with you.
Oh my God, then go to bed. Jesus. Just thank you
yeah,
so much
I'm
for
gonna.
doing this.
Hey, listen. It's absolutely amazing to see you, Chris. Lovely to see you as well. We've never worked together before, have we?
No, we've never done a show together. I think we've met a couple times, but we've never
we've never gigged together. Well, that's going to be 2025. That's when
I've put gigs in for England for Christmas of 2021, so I theoretically will be there December of this year.
Are you going to be at Manchester Comedy Store? Let's see.
I currently have not put that in the books. So
could you put it on the books? So Manchester Comedy Store, 3rd and 4th of December. See you there, yeah?
I can't do that one. I'm in another place. But fuck, I'm gonna fucking message the Comedy Store and try and fucking get a fucking booking. I'll tell you that much.
Or in London the week before.
I'm trying to get London the week before.
You're not.
I am. That's why I want to try and do the store the week before. Let's do that.
Well, pop in anyway.
What?
Email Simon.
I'm going to email him. I emailed him like 2 weeks ago. I'm going to email him again tomorrow.
Yeah. Email Simon and do that. So 25th, 26th, and 27th of November, London Comedy Store.
Yeah. Like, who knows if it may be already booked, but I'm going to give it a fucking go.
Yeah, but listen, people drop out and shit happens. Just get in there. Yeah?
Gonna fucking give it a go. Jen, have a lovely sleep. Enjoy getting up at 6 a.m. That sounds terrible. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I'm going to bed. See you guys.
See ya.
Take care, Jen. See ya.
Bye, Jen.
Yay, Jen Brister.
Jen Brister, everybody. I've had to pee desperately, and I was hoping that Jen would stick around and talk to you, but you're on tequila, so you're gonna talk to everybody, and I'm gonna pee.
I got it. Hi, guys. So here's the thing about tequila, right? It's got to come from Mexico, specifically the tequila region.
I just literally was getting up to walk away, and all I just hear is the thing about tequila. I'm like, Chris has had tequila.
Hey, Ashley, how you doing? It was so much fun to have you on the show. tequila. It comes in 3 types. You've got silver, reposado, and añejo. Silver is unaged. Reposado means rested. That's aged for like 3 to 6 months. And añejo is anything aged over a year. Añejo, because of the temperature in Mexico, ages it about the equivalent of 10 years Scotch, because what happens is the booze goes into the cask, and casks sort of expand and contract depending on the temperature. And because it's so much hotter, it expands a lot more than it normally would in Scotland. And so a lot more of the booze gets in and it sucks out the flavor. So it actually takes a lot less time. So if you were to get like a 10-year aged tequila, it'd be fucking terrible. It would just taste like wood. There we go. Rob, I'm from Canada. I'm from Vancouver. I live in the UK now. Yeah, we're both Canadians. We're all doing it. Oh, Carolyn, what a shame. Ashley Manning, everyone should like tequila. No one doesn't like tequila. People just have terrible memories. People blame tequila for everything, and it's never tequila's fault because everyone just drinks it as a shot at the end of the night when they should have already gone home. That's not tequila's fault. You're just bad at drinking. Oh, you're in Victoria. Fantastic. That's a surprisingly fun city for how many incredibly old people are there. Ashley Manning, Paloma, pow, great cocktail, absolutely fantastic. What do we got? Don Julio 1942. That's King Gio. That's not fucking around. That's really good tequila. That's strong work, man. I'm a big old fan. David, no, we haven't used the song. We'll have it put in next week. It's so good. But I just downloaded it, and then I was doing a bunch of admin. I did like 3 hours of admin right before the show. That's actually why I'm quiet. This is my first tequila of the night. I'm just screen wrecked. I've been doing screen stuff since noon. So I'm on my 11th hour of this, and I'm just fucking brain dead. But the song is so good. It's so good. I love it. You guys are gonna absolutely adore it when it comes out. Can't completely nullify the contraceptive pill. That's a fact. This is a goddamn fact. Oh yeah, David, I sent it over to Alex. If anything, tequila probably. It'd be interesting to know how many babies tequila is directly responsible for. People that were about to go home, and then someone just showed up, put a shot in their hand, and then 9 months later they have a child. I love it, man. We used to do taste tests with it. Does grapefruit juice affect the pill? I didn't know that. I know that orange juice, if you're ever too high on acid, start drinking some orange juice, probably grapefruit juice as well, because the acid in it, the citric acid, dissipates the hallucinogenic effect, so it sort of brings you back down to ground. I love no, Rob, I'm in London. Baldy, I do my tequila neat mostly. Right now it's neat. I also I love it in a Paloma. If it's not a great tequila and cranberry juice is shockingly good. With a little lime squeeze in there, fantastic. Yeah, Rob's trying to gradually corner me in, and then he's gonna steal my social security number, and then now Rob's a Chris. Yeah, unlikely booze and juice combinations: tequila and cranberry juice, gin and apple juice. I drank that for 2 years. That shit is delicious. A gin mojito, fantastic. Or sorry, a tequila mojito, absolutely fantastic. I mean, tequila goes well in like 90% of things. There are very few things that don't work with it. It's just a perfect thing. It's made of agave, which here's a stupid fact you can tell your friends. Agave looks like a cactus, but it's actually a lily. How about that? Oh, what's a pigback? David, go on. Yeah, Baldy, Zubrovka and apple juice is fantastic. I think it's called a Tatanka. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Tequila and cranberry juice. Yeah, man, that'll clear you right out, Ashley. You'll be feeling fine. We're just talking tequila cocktails now.
Tequila cocktails? What are you thinking?
Yeah.
No, let me do. Oops, I'm in that camera's light. And
A Mugabe. What the fuck is a Mugabe?
Robert Mugabe?
I know who Robert
Mugabe
Mugabe
is.
is.
Kill your friends.
I'm wondering what this cocktail could be.
Can't be good.
Yeah, Baldy, it's the same name as the wrestler. Yeah, the Tatanka.
What are you talking about? What's a Tatanka?
Zubrovka and apple juice. bison grass
Oh,
vodka, which is grass that is apparently an aphrodisiac for bison. They put a single blade in each bottle. It's really good. It's really good vodka. He was my favorite wrestler for a little while too, but then I moved on to Razor Ramon and then Mankind.
Mankind always. I don't think I'd be watching this stream and actually learning something. I mean, we're all very shocked. Named after Papa's got a brand new bag, a pig bag by Pig Bag. Wait, what the fuck?
That didn't clear anything up, David. That was
We invented a pig bag.
Oh, okay. Disaronno,
Yeah.
Tear and Coke. Jesus Christ, man. Don't do that to yourself. You're going to get diabetes from that.
Pig bag.
Gee,
Sounds
the
terrible.
hangovers from that must be a fucking nightmare. That's another thing. You want to avoid hangovers, keep the sugar out of your drinks. The less sugar, the less dehydrated you are, and the less hungover you are.
Mugabe is a drink that is duly elected but won't leave your body for 30 years. Hello!
Oh! Pew, 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 pew.
Atolast means buffalo bison. I just got an email from my accountant. I hate my accountant. Always has so many fucking questions for me. It's so annoying. Hate
But
it.
that's the job, right? Keeping you safe?
Yeah, probably. It just annoys the shit out of me. I was like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to. I don't. No.
Oh, we got another letter for you recently.
What
It
is
said
it from-
final notice, big
Good.
stamp on it. It said it was from the home office.
I'm sure it was.
I couldn't see much, but there were a lot of zeros at the back of it.
Makes
You'll
sense.
be fine. You'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Did you actually get a
Yeah.
letter for me?
Yeah, but it's just like a credit card statement.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah. Because what's fun about Lloyd's is the amount of times I've said go paperless and the amount of times that they're just like, we confirmed that you would like paper. And I'm like, no. But I feel like I'm just part of why that house, because that house, I was getting mail for people that hadn't lived there since I lived there. And then a bunch
Oh,
of mail for people that had lived there when I lived there. And then I was like, why wouldn't you change your address? Because I'm not bringing this to Angel Comedy. Yeah. Do you forward your mail when you move out of places, or do you just cut and run? You seem like a cut and run kind of guy.
I'm largely a cut and run kind of guy, but I'm also not really a mail kind of guy. I don't often get mail. Whenever I get the paperless option, I'm all about it.
Really?
Oh yeah, love it. Anything paperless, because I know that I can search for it in my email because I will forget about it. And I have a sack for documents. It's not as organized as you'd assume.
No,
You
mine
ruffle
is,
around in the sack,
mine's a
pull out
sack.
a bill that's overdue, you pay that one.
Yeah, I have a sack as well. I'm like literally, one of the things I had to pack was all of my fucking receipts from fucking living in the UK and just fucking keep. And I'm so happy that it's like almost you can basically just use a credit card statement now. Thank Christ.
I got an app for that, man. All my receipts go in the app. Everything's right there. So all I have to do is just send one file off, and it's all done. It's great. Paperless all the time, because I will lose it. I am incompetent, and I know that about myself, and it's fine.
I guess so. It's a nightmare though. Yeah, what's the app? Give the app advertise.
One Tap. I think it's called One Tap. Let me double check here. Yeah, One Tap receipts. They're fucking great. I've had it for 3 years. Put everything in there. On my train tickets, this laptop. And you can do all your incomings as well. So it's literally like all the money you made, all the money you're sending out,
Not true.
all together.
Not
See ya.
true.
Oh, wow. How did she manage to get that one on there? You must be furious.
I mean, I'm not happy about it. I mean, I just got this text message. I just found a cloth face mask in the garbage disposal. I mean, I gotta know more information about that. Don't like.
What?
I'm not going.
Sorry. Who sent you that? Sorry.
We're not gonna go. We're not like. I like that it's just the idea that someone in my life, no matter who it is, sent that is amazing. Exactly. It's like you can't. It's very easy to figure out what happened.
Is it in the garbage disposal?
I mean, no. There's just so much. Like, it's also like, what the fuck?
That was a drunk move. That was I'm sick of this shit. Then you wake up the next morning. Fucking hell. Now my whole sink's got COVID.
Yeah, exactly. Now my sink's not protected from, I don't even know what. I mean, COVID's over, right? Now that we have the vaccine. When am I getting my vaccine?
Well, we'll see. Apparently all of Saskatchewan's cases were variants. So
What do you mean?
when they did all the tests in Saskatchewan, 90% of the 90% of the COVIDs that they had were variants. They weren't the original ones. So
Yeah, but that's what
We shall
a
see.
virus. That's what a virus does.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
but
fight the
but
editorial
not all
board.
vaccines. Not all vaccines cover all variants. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna fight the editorial board of the New York Times. I'm literally going to fly to New York.
They've gotten real fucking bad.
I'm going to beat the shit out of them.
Hey, don't go to the basement. Congratulations, that's great. First vaccine.
I got mine
good to see you,
last week.
Rob Trick. Thanks, bud.
What do you mean? Fuck you! It's over. Ottawa's going back into the red zone tomorrow. I don't know what that means.
I assume that it means like whatever level 4 is over here, code red. Stay in your fucking home. Kiss your grandmother.
They don't have any
goodbye.
fucking vaccines. No one's fucking respecting it. And they're just all exhausted, going out fucking each other. Fucking losers. But here's
Classic
the other.
Ottawa.
But here's the other
Sex
thing,
town.
which is, but the New York Times literally reported they were like, the vaccines don't work for some variants. And then I read the article because like 8 people were like, we're fucked. And I was like, let's read the article. Let's stop going to the headline. Of the variants that were tested on everyone, 15 people showed some signs that it was somewhat resistant to the vaccine. But it's not like they died. It's not like they got very sick. It didn't protect them as much as it did before, which makes me want to like the New York Times headline was literally like, vaccine stupid, Brazil vaccine takes control of presidency. And then
they got real fucking irresponsible.
Then
I
you
don't
read
know-
the
I don't know
article
what
and it's
happened to
like
them.
it's fine.
It's been fascinating watching the New York Times fall apart since Trump first started running for president because he called them out by name, and then they started. You know when you forget how to breathe?
Yeah,
You ever do that where you think about how do you breathe and then you can't breathe until your body automatically kicks in? They're in that spot right now where they're just lost. They don't know what it is to report the news anymore.
Because
That's why I've got the Washington Post.
They had 4
killing
years
it.
of Trump. They had 4 years of Trump where they could just fight him.
But they
And-
weren't. They were trying to play both sides. They had some editorializing in there that was fucking nasty, like pro locking up kids, real
Wait, what kind of
like
kids?
like the migrant kids. Like remember when all that stuff started coming out? The kids,
American kids I'd like to lock up.
they were they were trying to both sides everything. They were really worried about being too left wing, but they didn't realize that he's just a fucking bag of shit who found an easy target. And so they shot themselves in the foot. They forgot how to be journalists. It's fascinating to watch. Super depressing, but fascinating.
It's fucking insane. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
New York Times is bananas.
Yeah, Sadaf canceled. Apparently, a bunch of people canceled their subscriptions over the last 4 years, like a huge fucking number. I tried to, and then they lowered it to £1 a month. I was like, fine, I'll keep it for that. And I do the crossword. It's got a great crossword. So
I mean, yeah, it's just we've done a neat year of seldom leaving the house for anything. Woo, the red zone. Yeah, I actually wave by you. I mean, do I?
Diamond,
It's
it's
fucking-
crazy that we live so near each other, and I haven't seen you or Tom all year. We should hang out in the park soon. We'll talk about John.
I'll swing by. I still don't think it's again, but that whole thing of like, even with what you said is like, oh, all the tests in Saskatoon are variants. It's like, okay, like they always are with a virus because it fucking like it evolves. Night, Ashley.
Night, Ashley.
Like it just evolves. Like that's what a virus
Yeah.
does. It's what good viruses do. They stick together.
Yeah, but that's my worry, is if one of them slips through. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at him. You look drunk or high in all these pictures. Is
I
that
mean, I
because you
am.
were, or you were just
Yeah,
a sleepy
100%.
boy?
Ashley, man, anything help you sleep like I did there? I want that. I want to see. Can I do the commands? I don't think I can.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do it in your own chat. You have
Can I?
unlimited command potential. You can do anything you want, man. I got Stream Deck today. I can play songs
Yeah.
in mine.
I got
Yeah.
Steam Deck too. That's why I can do shit like this. Oh, it's not open on that phone. I moved my setup so I could record something with Paul Byrne.
Ba-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-da-da.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh yeah, you have to do it in your actual Twitch thing, not in the StreamYard one.
Oh. No, I did it. It worked.
Oh, okay.
See?
Hey, look at this guy.
Oh, that's lovely stuff.
What are you gonna do with your weekend?
I don't know. I got a gig tomorrow in Palm Springs. I got hired to do stand up at someone's dinner, which is going to be
Nice.
terrible. But I have
Really
to
bad.
rent a car and drive to Palm Springs. I'm going to go have a drink with Chris Martin in a beer garden right now.
Mm-hmm.
I hilariously have I emailed the Comedy Store while I was peeing and they just got back to me. So I'm going to respond to that
Nice.
email in a couple of few.
Very
Go for a
nice.
run, just sort of chill out, hang. I got to tell you today was thrown off completely by the fucking fact that I woke up and totally forgot I had physio today. So like I woke up, was getting ready to stream and was like, oh shit, I gotta be at the hospital in 20 minutes. And it's just like the day has never fucking made sense since then. Like it's an absolute nightmare.
David, what's your show tomorrow? Where's that? Indoor, outdoor?
Yeah, David, what the hoot?
Window set? Are you comedy storing it now? Were you inspired by Jay Light?
Yeah, are you doing what Jay Light did? Are you Jay Light?
Who is Jay Light? What a handsome man.
Certainly is an absolute
Crazy.
treat.
Crazy. So nice.
But yeah, that's about it. What about you? Why are you drinking tequila so much so that you were all quiet while Jen was on?
I wasn't. You guys were just you were zooming back and forth, and I don't really know Jen, so I'm just happy to sit there and enjoy it like everybody else.
Fair point. Good times.
Every now and then dip in. I was saying this is the first tequila of the night for me. I've been on my computer since noon between doing admin, doing the afternoon stream, and then I had a meeting at 4. And so I've just been on my computer for 11 and a half hours. And so also I'm not going on all cylinders.
Why were you on your pooter?
Oh, just setting things up, just learning how to use things. I still trying to get a little bit more than a surface understanding of how this works. Should I one day say something to upset Alex to the point where she stops helping me and then I'm cut off on my own?
True. Yeah, that day is coming. I will tell you.
Oh, David, that sounds great, man. Headlining the Infinite Sofas Red Nose Day gig. Do you want to plug that on here? If you give us the link,
yeah,
let us know where we can
put
watch
the link
it.
in the chat, bro.
People should watch it.
Yo. See, it only works for me. Wait, did it also do it for you as well? Or no, did you do it? No, it does. Apparently if I hit all, yeah, it literally does it for all of them. So you've also commented that as well. That's very fun.
Oh, I did beat the frogs. I beat those stupid karate frogs. We're moving up.
What are you talking about? In
Cuphead.
Cuphead?
Yeah,
I
don't
mean,
go to the
really
basement.
miss
Ask me about
playing
Cuphead.
Goose Game, I gotta tell you. I think gaming is definitely going to happen longer from on Monday to Wednesday from probably 9 o'clock. Because it also we go back to fucking we go back to regular time because it's daylight savings time on Sunday, right? In the UK?
I have no idea. Maybe
It is.
My phone tells me. My phone just adjusts. I don't care. It doesn't. I don't pay attention to it. But I believe you if that's what you say.
I think it's daylight savings time. Is that
Cool.
So then I don't have to worry about fucking getting up. Like this stream could start back at its regular time of 2 my time, 10 your time as opposed to 3. And I just will start doing next Sunday. Damn it.
You got another week of this bullshit.
I got another week of this nonsense.
Oh, it's not that much worse, is it?
I mean, it's fine. It's all working out. Man.
Yeah,
It's also it's just that I liked ending at 4 my time because then I like work out. Now I feel like rushed before evening activities.
Ah, gotcha. Sun's staying up longer. You got nothing but time, big guy. You're gonna be fine. I believe you.
I got like 3 emails to send, but it's that thing of like, well, it's gonna take me. It could take me 12 minutes. I want to go for a run. That's the thing is I didn't get to time to run. I didn't get a time to play Goose Game this morning. Maybe I'll go get drunk with Chris Martin, come back and play Goose Game at 1 a.m.
There you go. Then you'll show that goddamn farmer who's
I
boss.
keep thinking this. I was super baked last night, and I almost turned on the computer and was just like, "Let's stream and play Goose Game." Real baked.
Why not?
Yeah. I mean,
You don't have to follow a schedule. Twitch is great. People are around.
It's probably gonna happen. I got to tell you that much for free. It may happen later today. I mean, it might happen now. No, I got to send 2 emails. If I didn't have an accountant email, that's going to actually take an annoying amount of time to send. I would definitely do it right now. The farmer needs to know his place. I mean, I don't know in what context that is, but I like it a lot.
That's
so
the
Chris,
goose. That's the goose game.
any final? He certainly does. Although I haven't gotten to the farmer yet. I'm still at the fucking market. That bitch.
Son of a bitch. This motherfucker.
I have out the Facebook event in both Discords. Thank
Nice
you,
one.
David.
Everybody
Also,
go check out David.
Complete bitch. Agreed. She is a rude woman, Alex. She's a rude, mean woman. What are you doing for Red Nose Day, Chris? Are you just going to get fired from your mid-level paper company job?
That's the plan. I'm supposed to be I'm on this thing called Star DM where you can hire me to be mean to you, basically it versus the audience but against you in a one video thing.
I got
But,
Brett's email about that and did not read it.
Yeah, I just said yes because what does it hurt? No one's going to pay £20 for me to do that, so fine. Yeah, so maybe that, but I'd be fucking shocked, man.
I mean, I went a bit overboard, Alex. We all know I went a bit overboard in my criticism of the market stall woman. How do we find this? Great question, Baldy. Coming in from Johnny the janitor.
I'll find the link and I'll put it in my Discord.
I mean, I know no slut shaming. Guys, I know. The marketplace woman got under my skin and I took it too far.
It's hard, guys. We grew up in a time where these things are still our go-tos. They're in our bones. So we want to fight it, but every now and then you're a goose and you can't steal a bucket. And so you call someone a slut.
I've paid someone those Cameo prices, £20 for diss track seems cheap. I mean, as someone who used Cameo earlier this summer to promote his America's Got Talent appearances, it's gotten very expensive.
Yeah.
Tom Arnold was only like $110. Now he's $175.
Ooh, people are paying more. The market decides. You know what I'm saying?
Are they paying more?
I doubt it. Definitely not for fucking Tom Arnold. When was the last time you watched True Lies?
I mean, pretty recently, and he holds up, and he's really the glue. I got to tell you,
he is really good in it. That's why I picked it. It's the only thing he was good in aside from Roseanne.
He's also great in Roseanne. And it turns out the reason why that show happened was Tom Arnold basically being like, "Don't be crazy, baby. Baby, I love you, baby."
Wait, you're going to need to elaborate on that.
Tom Arnold was married to Roseanne, and he was basically the crazy whisperer. Like everyone else like just couldn't deal with her, and he could be like, "Oh, who is it today? Oh, it's this person." Okay. And like rolled with it, took her to ballet classes when she was like in her 30s and thought she was a ballerina, like really just sort of stuck with her through the mental illness decades.
Wow.
Yeah.
John Lovitz is on there. John Lovitz is one of the few people that I would actually pay to get a message back
Would
from.
you?
I fucking love John Lovitz. I think he's so weird.
Do you?
I love him. He's so fucking weird. I don't understand how he became famous, and that's part of what I love
Saturday
about
Night
him.
Live. And like he's not really anymore.
But I don't know how. I mean, we all still know who he is. You say John Lovitz, nobody says who. You know, and how did he get Saturday Night Live? How did he get any of this? Why did any of it work out?
Well,
It's baffling. It's fucking magical.
Is we're gonna read TripAdvisor reviews of his comedy club.
Oh, I forgot that he has a comedy club because no one else will book him.
What a waste. Review of John. We love John Lovitz from his SNL days, and we were impressed with great reviews. We were shocked with the experience. Desperate comics in a dingy venue. The place was nearly empty when we arrived, but we were told that the comfortable was in the back of the room reserved. Come to find out that they were off limits to crowd. Every poor soul who is trapped in the hellhole near the stage to make the place sound full during their podcast. Most of the comics material was either raunchy, X-rated, or aimed at us paying customers. The staff tried to be accommodating. The food was okay, but it took a long time to get our food and drinks espapolated, given that they were less than 30 patrons on the whole night. John Lovitz should be ashamed to have his name on the place, being in such a high rent area. The club could realize its full potential with professional talent and a good PR firm. Want to see all 8. Chris, comment of your beloved John Lovitz.
There we go. Intimate Comedy Club. Four circles. Four circles.
Oh, there's only one pour? Oh, I thought there were more. Damn it. This bit's losing its fucking steam. I thought there was going to be meanies.
People fucking love a Lovitz. He was great in The Wedding Singer. He was great in The Wedding Singer.
He was great in The Wedding Singer.
Absolutely correct.
He was great in Mom and Dad Save the Universe.
I did not see that, but I believe you because it's John Lovitz, and he's just whatever the fuck he wants to be, you know?
Can you hear that?
No. Let's try again. Let's try again.
Oh, yes, it's ladies.
Yeah.
Oh, what a night. Oh, yes, it's ladies night. Oh, what a night. Chaka Khan. Thank you. This is Jimmy Moore.
Did he just say Shaka Khan?
He did. Oh no! The mouse strikes again.
You're gonna go now. Come here, sis.
God, this movie's good.
Oh, ladies.
He was awesome punching Andy Dick.
Yes, it's
He
ladies
was awesome.
night. Oh, what a night. Chaka Khan.
That ain't no socket like Ron. Okay, take 4.
Hey, Jimmy, that was really good, man. Thank you.
Hey, no, thank you.
For what? For quitting. Or should I thank Linda? My business has tripled.
Well, you've just inspired me to hire a DJ. So thank you.
Oh, well, good luck finding a DJ who can move and shake like this.
Oh, it didn't get the part that I wanted.
Oh. You know what I loved him in?
And I'm
Happiness.
reaping all the benefit. In what?
Happiness. He was fucking amazing in Happiness. You ever see
What?
that?
What is
You're
happiness?
shit, and I'm champagne.
What the hell is happiness?
Happiness is one of the bleakest movies I've ever seen. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
We're watching the trailer right now.
Yeah, it's fucking great. Yeah, King Joe, he wanted the curtain part. Yeah.
It's good we had this talk. Andy, you okay?
Yeah, sure. I'm fine.
What the fuck?
It's good we had this talk.
Yeah.
Before things went too far, you know? Got too serious.
Is it someone
Oh
else?
God.
No, it's just you.
People are always putting New Jersey down, but that's just because they don't get it. I'm living in a state of irony.
How's it going? She only knew how I felt. She doesn't even know I exist. I bore people. Who is that boring person? They think. I've never before met anyone so boring. I have nothing.
Sometimes I wonder if any of your patients can talk to you.
I should tape some for you.
Oh, Bill, would you? Would you really? So I could listen too?
No.
You want a divorce?
Did I use the word divorce?
that you didn't.
Did I use the word divorce?
Divorce was the best thing that ever happened to me. Really.
Well, hello, Bud. How
This. What is this movie?
How are you?
Do you like men?
It's not so simple.
Are you lesbian?
This is a very,
All right.
very strange
Lesbian.
preview of it.
I'm a passionate woman.
Yeah.
But I hate sex.
We who have everything will joy.
And what about our music career?
I don't know, but don't hold your breath.
I know that I don't.
Oh hell! Come on.
Oh, I just assumed that was me.
To end my search for happiness.
Fuck yourself. They're
Anyway,
working on
it's got like 4 of the scenes that have affected me the most in any movie I've ever seen. And that they were some of the bleakest, most
I
fucked
can't
up
even
things.
tell you what the fuck is that movie.
It's so funny and so messed up. Everyone should see it at some point. Sadaf unfortunately watched it with her family, but
The one who, I mean, Baldy,
great.
you made the exact. It is Niles' second wife. That's right. It's Mel,
Which one?
the
Laura
woman at the
Flynn Boyle.
beginning that's breaking up with John Lovitz.
Oh yeah.
No, Liam Green Jacket. He's 100% correct. I'll bet you $1 million billion.
Yeah, never take a bet against John when it comes to Frasier. He just knows. He just knows.
I
You
love
just
that
leave
show
it.
very much because I'm in Delaware.
Hey, Delaware.
We're in Delaware.
cool.
God, I just love fucking around with the green. Hey, head on over. Let's get some hummus. You want some hummus here? No, hey.
Yay.
I feel like the show is very much ended.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we're out of steam. I think Jen was holding us up for quite a while.
Been a big week.
It's been a big week. I'm dead. We got a couple days off now. I'm going to be back tomorrow afternoon doing crossword and good news. But
On
that doesn't take
Fridays, you're
much out of me.
doing the 6th day.
I do. Yeah, I do Friday afternoon.
You're out of your mind. I'm taking.
I like it.
Next two.
I like it.
My plan is Friday, Saturday, no stream. Sunday. Niles' wives were. Let me go. Maris. Yep. Mel Karnofsky, Daphne Moon. Here's the real question: how many wives did Frasier have?
One?
Come on, man.
I haven't watched Frasier since it was on TV.
He had the Child's Performer, whose name was Nanette, was wife number 1. Diane left him at the altar. Then Lilith.
I forgot about Diane.
We all forget about Diane.
I started watching Cheers recently. That show holds up. That's a great show.
That's because you're living with a man who believes Cheers to be a better television show than Frasier, which he's incorrect about.
Cheers is so good. It's so fucking
It's great. It's not as good as Frasier. Frasier is a better show.
I mean,
there's a guy streaming Cheers on here. Is that true?
Are you serious?
What's
Liam,
that? Can we
please let us know what the stream name is?
let's raid that motherfucker right now? I'm gonna raid that motherfucker. Come on!
Oh, just give us the name at the end of the Twitch channel. Just the name of the Twitch channel in the chat, and then we can add it in.
It's not good to raise the channels if you're trying to grow followers. Oh, that is true.
That's true, but just for one night, can't we just all watch Cheers together? Doesn't that
Mike
sound
Hunt
nice?
is the name. Oh, D-Carb, you
Oh,
naughty
D.
boy. D-Carb got us.
North
Or
underscore M.
do you want to rate him and then I'll rate someone that's good? Oh, no, let's.
I just want to
Let's
see what
try-
this is.
Yeah,
oh, he's
let's-
not watching it anyway. He's watching The Wire.
Oh, fuck him then.
Yeah, but thank you, Liam. That's good to know.
Who are we gonna raid? Oh, fucking Sloss is on. Let's go raid Sloss and tell him that he's a little bitch.
Cool. I mean, I've only got one person watching me because, understandably, everyone knows that the chat is on your side, and so they go over to your channel for this. So I'm not going to because I'm pretty sure it's Alex because she's modding.
I mean, when I'm gonna raid Daniel. Okay, we can either raid. Can't see the chat. I'm either gonna raid Daniel Sloss. Javier is on.
No, I totally understand Wandering Joy. I get it. You all want to be chatting together. It's a community thing. It's fine.
Yeah, it's totally great.
Yeah.
Go
And
watch
this
him in
was
the
John's
afternoon.
stream. I was brought in to save his life.
Yeah. No, you're doing a great job. We're gonna raid Joey Page or Daniel. I'm gonna say Daniel Sloss. I think. Hands is on. But we've raided Hands so much. That's why I say we raid Slossy Boy. We raid Daniel Sloss and we tell him that Chris Betts is a better comedian. That's what we're gonna do. Creator dashboard. We're rating Daniel Sloss. Yes, you can call him a fake. You can call him a fake Pfeiffer. Might be one of Sloss's last streams. Well, one more reason to do it.
Ooh.
Well, then great. Raid.
Cool. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Daniel. Wait, Chris.
Yo.
What is Daniel Sloss's Twitch name? I'm sorry.
Daniel _ Sloss.
Thank you. Plug yourself, bitch.
Pow. I mean, what is there to plug? These guys all know me. Check out my podcasts. I got merch. I got mugs. Team Bets mugs. Follow, subscribe. Discord. Join the Discord.
Great. Yeah, follow my Discord. I'm doing a show of new material tomorrow at 1 p.m. My time, 8 p.m. UK time. John Hastings podcast to RSVP for tickets. Please join my Discord. I'm doing Greg Houston's show tomorrow at 4 p.m. And I'm doing a fundraiser for something on Zoom and all that sort of stuff. Also, I was on Josh Earl's podcast. Please go listen to that, rate and subscribe. I'm doing a bunch of stuff. Thank you so much for your time. Now let's go raid Daniel Sloss. The raid message: Chris Betts is a better comedian. Chris Betts is a better comedian.
Bye, everybody.
Next new jokes is this Friday. It is this Friday, Wandering Joy. This Friday. I assumed you were coming. Message me if you are or aren't. Love you all. See you later. Is it rating?
You haven't rated yet.
I did.
Oh,
raid now.
There you go. There you go.
Rating. Okay, bye.
Bye.